Hello everybody, this is Greg. I am doing a road test to see how this works with my iPhone on the road right now. With my iPhone on my dashboard, I gotta keep my eyes on the road and see how this goes. I might add this to my channel eventually. People are gonna probably yell at me, Greg, you should not be doing this while on the road. You know what, guys? I agree. But it's all for testing, all for science here. So let's think of that. Because you know what? This is awesome. And if anybody knows of any mounts that I could probably use for this in my car, that'd be awesome too. Of course, this might all be moot if I get a regular video camera that I can mount in my car. Because I've seen vloggers do this, and I really want to try it out. Anyway, that's redonkulous. But, my name's Greg. I am working on a YouTube project called MacinGreg. And that's really just my name with Macintosh stuck together. And I just wanted to say hi to everybody out there. I am trying to put this together, as I said, on YouTube. It's going to be a channel that revolves around the Macintosh, everything around the Macintosh. Be that the Macintosh itself, the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod, any kind of iDevice, and any kind of application that can run on the Macintosh. It doesn't matter if it's made by Apple or if it's made by Microsoft. I know, boo, Microsoft. I totally agree. You know, Google, anything like that. If it runs on the Mac, I am going to talk about it, or at least try to if I can get my hands on software for it. So as I said, I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm going to try and do question and answers as well. I know people have questions about things, and I want to answer them. I know that there are a lot of applications out there that people have questions about, and I can cover a lot of like the basic iLife stuff right off the bat. So if anybody has any iLife questions, and that even involves the new iLife 11, I can help you with that. If it's iWork or anything like that, I can help you with that too. Any kind of Macintosh, anything that comes right with the software. But we'll start core. We'll start with the core stuff. We'll start with OS 10, iLife, iWork, and oh my gosh, it's a left turn arrow. I never see this here. But like I said, if you have anything that you'd like me to cover, I will try my hardest to. Make sure to leave that in the feedback down below, or send me an email, MacinGreg@gmail.com, and I will try and do what I can for you. No promises, of course, but I will try and do what I can. See, I guess I should say something about myself. As I said, my name is Greg. I am a technology support specialist for a local school district that I live around. I've worked with Macs ever since the Macintosh came out. But before that, I worked with, you know, Apple IIe's. Gotta love the command line at Apple Basic stuff. I remember playing Oregon Trail with a bunch of my friends in elementary school. I started with that in like kindergarten, and that was back in the 80s. Woot! Child of the 80s and 90s right here. So thumbs up for that. But I've been going non-stop since then. That got me into the computer field. That got me into being a geek, which it rocks to be a geek. And you know, ever since then, I've been into doing stuff with Macs. I've always, you know, I went to school to be a PC guy, but I just couldn't do it. I knew deep down in my heart that I wanted to be a Mac guy. So that brings me to this point, you know, making a channel, trying to get my knowledge out to the masses, and trying to learn how to make great videos as we go along. So my first videos are going to be kind of crappy. I'm going to be honest. My first videos that I make are going to be like iMovie movies, you know. You're going to see stuff like that. Not that that's a bad thing, you know. We might move up to Final Cut Express and start doing awesome stuff with that. But for now, we're going to go basic. Just to kind of lift off the channel, make sure that I get some following, because I love people. And nothing goes about it more than people coming together, talking in the feedback in the comments down below. You know, just trying to figure out figure out answers to problems. And again, I'm making a left turn, so I better be quiet here. Gotta check my left and right. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna be going, and you know what? I'm gonna try and upload this whole video without editing. I might cut a few things out, like if I get in an accident or something, but I'm gonna try and do this. And you know what? Maybe that could be my daily news. You know, setting up my iPhone or whatever camera I have right here on my dashboard, going through the news, because I don't think anybody's done that, you know, on a daily basis, going through today's top news and just shooting out there. But a few things I'd like to talk about today would have to be, you know, the announcement of 10.7 Lion. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about what's been shown so far? You know, Steve Jobs announced the Mac App Store and making it kind of like the bodega application that somebody was trying to bring out, which they totally ripped that off of the iApp Store, but you know, but then Steve Jobs said, no, we're not going to do that, and then look what happens. They make the Mac App Store. What do you guys think of that? They're starting to accept applications for the Mac App Store. I think it started yesterday, as I start doing a huge S-turn, and you guys are going to like love this kind of stuff as I'm going by, especially if I do this on a daily basis. You know, what kind of applications do you see going into the App Store? Do you see it becoming a huge success like the App Store for the iPhone and iPod? You know, you're not going to see, you know, geolocation stuff. We don't have GPS in our Macs yet. Wouldn't that be something? But, you know, what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's a good thing coming from the App Store, or not, you know, for the Mac or not? Do you see that kind of changing? I mean, we do see 10.7 kind of bringing a culmination of everything they've learned from the iOS and bringing things in. They're not going to do touchpad stuff. They're just going to do trackpad, you know, with the multi-gesture support like we already have. But they're bringing it throughout the whole operating system. You know, I just want to get your ideas on that. What do you guys think about that? Gold Master 4.2 just went Gold Master this week. You know, if you guys have been following the rumor mills, what do you think is your favorite part of it? You know, do you think anything of that coming out of it? Your favorite? What do you think should have been in it this time around that didn't get put in? I'll probably have a review of the changes of that point. Office 2011 came out for the Mac this past couple weeks. I think it was last week it came out. Is anybody out there using it yet? I have not had a chance to touch it yet. I am going to be using it through work, so I'm going to try and get an extensive research of what's going on with that. I know there's been some reviews, like Walt Mossberg from whatever he does, and things like that. I know I'm going to get blasted from some Walt Mossberg fans out there. MacBook Air came out this past month. I haven't gotten a chance to put my hands on it, but from an educational standpoint, I see it being a really nice tool in a cart situation for younger kids that aren't going to be using, you know, DVDs and things like that, being able to, you know, just instantly turn on. I can see it being used in certain aspects. I don't see it being a main computer. I see it being a secondary computer. But it does have a huge potential. I do see the SSD drives moving onto the whole Mac platform soon. Not yet. It's too expensive. I mean, look at the price point of that 11-inch MacBook Air. It's $999. Very close to the 13-inch MacBook. I mean, they have 13-inch MacBook Airs, but, you know, they get pretty expensive as we move up. I don't think we're there yet. But, again, really nice. I like the design of them. I like how thin they are. And they're getting there. They are getting there. Apple's getting into a point where solid-state drives are going to be the norm. And Apple's like, what, 80%, I think Steve Jobs said, of the solid-state flash memory components. Epic. That is amazing. They drive the market there on that, and they just don't leave enough supply for everybody else. But it's crazy. So I'm going to close. I'm going to close in saying thank you for watching. I'm going to try and make more of these videos. If I can do this in my car every day, this would be great, because I'm going to be honest, I have a son at home, and he is not the quietest guy ever. He's 3 years old, so that kind of tells you how old he is, and how he is, because I know a lot of people out there are probably parents, or have a brother or sister or something that is like this, or a niece and nephew. And I have kind of come upon the lapse that all kids kind of have like ADD or ADHD, you know, which is kind of like a label, but he kind of gets on one thing and he gets on another thing really fast. But I gave him our old iPhones. My wife and I have iPhones, and iPhone 4. And we had an iPhone 3G, both of us. So we decided to give my son one of our old iPhones, and he absolutely loves it. He will go down and play with his monster truck game. He is big into monster trucks, monsters, Transformers, and you sit him in front of that iPhone rather, and he falls in love with it. He is constantly on there. It's like me when I play Halo, or when I play World of Warcraft, which I do play, mind you. So if you have any questions about that, please don't ask, because I will start talking your ear off, especially about lore in the game. So anyway, I don't know what point I was making. Oh yeah, I was trying to close so I could shut down, because I am hitting the last red light of my trip home. And I just wanted to state that I hope I get some subscriptions out of this. I really want to improve, and the quality will improve as we go on. And I just want to make sure that everybody was aware of that. This is my first video that I'm putting up on YouTube like this, and I'm just recording from my own iPhone 4, which, if I seem dark, which I probably do, it's because I don't have the flash on, which would drain my battery very, very quickly. I don't have my phone plugged into an outlet, because I'm not sure if the microphone and stuff will work like that. I'm going to have to figure that out, do some testing. And I'll probably find out at home how horrible this really is. But I just wanted to let everybody know, thank you for watching. I'm going to try my best to make better videos as I go along. This is just kind of the introduction. I'll probably have things over me while I'm driving, which would be great. And right turn. And I just wanted you to know that you're also probably hearing this. It's raining outside, so I have to have my windshield wipers on, or else this would be a very, very quick trip. And I wanted you all to know that I have a great love for the Macintosh. I plan on being committed to this channel, and I plan on doing a lot of work with this, and I want to foster a really great Mac community, because there's a lot out there. 20% market share or something like that now? That's awesome. Just Apple products, but still, it's great, and we'll see what we can do with this channel. I hope I get some support from you guys. I really want to make something spectacular out of this. Better lighting in my car, maybe, or you know, something like that, because I could probably open this up and see, you know, have some light. But that's pretty much it. I am about to turn onto my road and get into my house and say hi to my wife and kid and dog and cat and fish and all that other junk. So as I was saying, thank you for watching. I really want to do this. I really want to be committed to this program that I'm going to be making, MacinGreg. And I'm going to try and make some kind of splash screen for this and all that fun stuff that comes with the YouTube channel. So please, please, please be patient with me as I try and do it. So again, thank you for watching. I will try and upload another video soon as we get into the world of my driveway. Yay, we're home. So again, thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys later. So please, 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 take care.